everybody, my name is Evelina Moya, here to present to you guys my persuasive speech. Hope everybody's been well since the last time we've heard or spoken to each other, and here we go. Going back to January 1st, 2007, I remember feeling the loss of pain, suffering, hurt, and most importantly, death. My grandmother, Maria Favela, was killed by a drunk driver on that day around 2 o'clock in the morning in Las Vegas, Nevada, and only ended up serving 7 years jail time with 2 years of probation. So we're talking about my grandmother, who was 57 years old and didn't get to see the light of 58, was taken by this 22-year-old by the name of John Cloud and only served 7 years in jail. Alright. Pretty harsh, right? You hear about people, serving up to 30 to 40 years in jail for transporting drugs that, have no evidence that have caused any type of death of murder to their name. Let's talk about the first DWIs and what offenses we can get with that. So here in Texas, after your first DWI, you can get fined up to $2,000 and spend up to 100 days in jail, get your license suspended for up to 2 years, and pay up to $2,000 annually for up to 3 years. And that fact, I actually got that from www.drunkdriving.org. Every 15 minutes, somebody was either injured or killed in a car accident related to drunk driving. It's pretty intense. So by the time you guys are done hearing the speech and another speech, that'll be boom, somebody's either seriously injured, or in worst case scenario, died from a drunk driving related accident. Now, so talking about the first offense I just said, now in Europe, the first time that you get a DWI, you will get 3 years automatically in jail. So their DWI rates are very, very low compared to here in the United States, which is why I believe we should harshen our DWI/DUI laws, because another fact I need to bring up is that 35% of the first-time DWI/DUI offenders that are under the age of 25, 35% of them end up being a repeat offender and end up going back to jail and being on the same boat of having to pay fines, serve some jail time, and be on, some type of breathalyzer to use a vehicle and get their license suspended. Now, that means we're risking our lives each time we're out there, in the streets trying to get home from work, on our way to work, or simply trying to get something at the store. Now, if anybody can guess the highest state that has the most drunk driving related accidents. Anybody can guess? New York, maybe, California, Texas. Well, no, you guys are all wrong. It's actually Alabama. Alabama has the highest ranking number of drunk driving accidents, and that fact I got from dare.org. An organization that I really would like to bring up and talk about is MAD, and that stands for Mothers Against Drunk Driving. You guys already know, I don't have to stress this enough, that I am a mother of 2, so this is basically an awareness program for the victims, and I guess the mothers most importantly, of the victims of the people in drug driving related deaths or incidents/accidents. It is the nation's largest nonprofit working to protect people against drunk driving. So they're always offering, numbers for free rides. The number for here in town locally for the El Paso building is 915-779-1987. And that's for MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving. And that information I got from mad.org. Let's see here. Pretty harsh information here. Now, a couple things I would like to say is I personally believe that if we get, found guilty of being under the influence of alcohol while driving, I feel like we should spend a good amount of time in jail to learn from the mistake that we could have potentially, killed somebody. I am personally a victim of such a horrendous crime. Legally, what is the United States considered driving drunk is when your blood alcohol level is above 0.08. So I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to be drunk to get arrested. Having any type of alcohol, so if your blood level is even 0.01, you will get taken to jail. So I hope everybody thinks twice before driving under the influence of alcohol and also drugs. But I'm focusing on the alcohol spectrum. And know that there's Uber, there's Lyft, there's so many apps nowadays. You don't have to get a taxi. It doesn't have to be so sketchy. You use your friends, spend the night at their house. Just please do not drive drunk. So we discussed why I would like to harshen the laws here in the United States for driving under the influence of alcohol. Personal case that has happened, an organization that we can seek out to protect us, and a couple of other ways to solve the issue of driving under the influence of alcohol. Instead of driving your own vehicle, have somebody else drive you. It's not worth it, guys. Hope you guys have a safe summer. Thank you.
That's Scott Owens, trying to talk his way out of a third DWI arrest.
But I have reason to believe that you were driving. No, staying parked.
Last month, investigators say he was parked in his car near his ex-girlfriend's house. She's the one who called police that night.
My ex-boyfriend's been stalking me.
When they arrived, an officer noticed Owens was drunk. He had miniature bottles of vodka in his car, a small amount of pot, and a pipe. He also had quite the fight in him.
I was not moving. Did you guys see me moving?
He takes a sobriety test but refuses to take a breathalyzer. He's eventually put in handcuffs.
Are you under arrest for DUI?
Even on the car ride to the station, he still has more to say.
Now you guys are definitely harassing me.
At the station, he's then given another chance to take a breathalyzer test. Again, he argues and refuses. After he was found not take 231. After he was found not guilty for a 2009 deadly drunk driving crash, 4 young lives were taken. And in 2012, he was arrested again for